Welcome everybody back to Noble. My name is Fem. Let's get back into the Winchester family and see how far we can go with OniRios. So far, OniRios is at the 5th. We would like to get him further, if possible. And then, of course, with Rose, we need to get her past the, 3rd, if possible. And let's see where we can go with this, guys. Still do want to get a Duke at some point. It would be very, very nice. Do I have any girls? I might, once I get these done. After a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold clammy hands, Fierce the Third and Ludiva were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Aw, reluctant. Oh wow, that was fast. That was very, very fast. In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Michael and Alstima wed beneath banners of House Winchester, only to discover that House Alistair packed their chests with enough jewels. Okay, so we got some stuff for that. After an exchange of vows that nearly set the priest to flame with their sheer awkwardness, Rosie Vossi and Lilac managed to tie the knot. Yay, Lilac finally got married! And happily married, too. Oh, it's wonderful. Cool. Alright. So many babies! Alright, I guess I'll have you help with that. And Lily, why not help with that? Do we have anybody else who's also gonna have a baby? Oh gosh, she's helping with someone else. Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Eustader the Fifth, Lulacia quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Excuse me. Now we have Eustader the Sixth. Yay, Eustader's been going pretty strong. I think he's the one. Did he? Was he? Yeah, he married into the family at 2nd. And he's gotten down to the 6th already. Wow. Go Eustader. Alright. My legion of chaotic worlds of noble rivalries and power plays, Viola the Third defied expectations, peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Nice. Viola the Fourth. Good. How did that go? With a grin wider than the treasury doors, Osanla paraded around the hall, loudly insisting the late Evatinus III's shiny count title belonged to them, and Miracle of Americas, the master of ceremonies, plopped the coronet right onto Osanla's head. Good job. All right. We do have a young female. I know you. Nothing's happening here. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Well, that was a lot all at once, too. Here's another one. Galeris. Luca could work for that. Luata. Do not have any females over here. Okay. Let's actually, yeah, let's do you, and let's do that. Okay, send Lossie for that, and let's send your son to help you with that. Oh, I guess you need more than just your son. Send Luata to do it too. Let's see, let's send you to do that, and send your wife to help you with it. Ooh, you're really good at that. Okay. The visit to the houseman Winniswalder estate concluded with Picasso accidentally spilling a goblet of wine of Arthur Frey. Aw, sorry, sweetie. Malicious the halls of the house Winchester estate echoed with screams of childbirth. Ludiva Winchester finally expelled his squalling bundle of joy. Healthy, legitimate boy. Yay. And Audiencia the third? Second, died. Unfortunate. I'm gonna have Lucas help that. But you did finally bring one, so there's Furious the Fourth. How did this one go? After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Lilac Winchester brought forth a robust, legitimate girl. Good job, Lilac. Now we have Lilac the Second. Yay, good job. Okay, we do have another female. None of you are really the best match. Let's give you to Nigelman, I guess. I did not give you anyone. Let's do you. I want you to have kids if possible. How did this go? My liege with an arrow that whistled past even the bored owl. Marbalgary skewered the boar, while Goma II graciously accepted a crate of plump chickens from a grateful huntsman who'd apparently mistaken them for a vegetarian. Okay. And now we have, let's do Jennifer, Juliet, and Avanora. I guess you can help with that. More babies. Let's have you help with that. Any more? How about go over here? After 12 hours of groaning, threats, and clever bargaining with a wayfaring oracle, Emerald II delivered a squalling legitimate boy. Running title, Emerald II the Canny. We now have OniRios the 6. We did get the 6 OniRios. Yay! OniRios, you are really going far. In a bold display at the courtship, Robert II juggled 3 flaming torches while reciting epic poetry, thus winning over Dacia's heart and securing an engagement. Yay! That's awesome. Let's send Kelso the 4th to go do that. Outside the husband sister state, Tequila the second sister and Balfrey exchanged so many missed crossbow bolts that both ran out, nervously agreeing to call it a draw. And they now sports Scar that will haunt. But you said they didn't. Okay, sure. Oh, yay! You're gonna have another one? Oh my gosh, yes. Lily, you go help with that, please. That is awesome. I really do hope that they have, because this hopefully means that Hugolos will continue his line, because I mean, at least Bina's, part of his line, so it's kind of continuing. I'm happy. I would like others to do that too, like these two. Michael, I want his line to continue, but I can't guarantee it will continue, because it's kind of hard to continue when I don't want to. I'm gonna send you to that one, and then let's go Pagasa for this too. Oh, I could have done Sunny. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so nothing happened at the funeral. The chicken counting contest of House Winchester. Armed with a quill, a ledger, and far too much patience, Fierce II, Baron of Rosegate Keep, challenged every peasant to a game, count your chickens, double or nothing. By nightfall, not only had the village granaries and marble cellars doubled, but the Baron's booming voice could be heard bellowing numbers from across the fields, sending sheep and merchants fleeing in awe of such robust arithmetic. Well, that's actually nice. Malaysia's Avanor the Fourth graced the feast at House Winnisfalder's estate with their presence. Their cautious demeanor and impeccable manners impressed the notorious picky Marbocald. Perhaps just maybe House Winchester's gaining a bit of trust. Aw, that would have been cool if it had gone with an engagement, but she was too young. And she's meticulous. Okay. How did that go? My liege, while helping collect war spoils near the House Winchester border, Luata heroically mistook a low-hanging thorn bush for a shortcut, now bears an impressively hideous scar. In a stunning display of both thrift and clumsiness, Lulasi II collected a meager haul after a run-in with roaming barbarians, losing a leg to a rusty trap and nearly all the loot to a tipsy entourage, mistaking spoils for party favors. Are you kidding me? Just like one thing after the other. It was like 3 things that happened there that just... Wow. It's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. That's crazy. Pearls, pies, and a sudden proposal. Just as the contest for Gallerus III's hand reached fever pitch, Luca II sent a tray of gooseberry pies sliding straight into the lap of a rival maiden, then serenely presented Gallerus III with an absurdly, oversized pearl necklace. Who knew a guy would like pearls? Flustered and crumb-covered, Gallerus III declared betrothal to Luca II on the spot, to wild cheers from House Alistair's vassals, who were promised leftover pie. Of course, that's why they agreed to it. Leftover pie. Come on. You cannot say no to leftover pie, man. Come on. I'm going to send Avanor the Fourth to go to that wedding. Okay. At least while traversing House Winchester trade routes, Alvarictus tripped over a wayward chicken, crashed into a merchant's gold chest, causing coins to spill everywhere. Yet by sheer accident ended up collecting far more wealth than the taxman dared dream. And Boom! Straight into pregnancy. I'm gonna send Luata to help with that. Luata's pretty old. She's in her 30s, dang it. Okay, legitimate boy. We have a Rusivasi II. Good, good, good. With an ungodly amount of groaning, screaming, Bina had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Yay! We now have Hugelos V. Yay, his name continues. Good to hear. After suspiciously thorough inspection of every candlestick for bad omens, RNC III finally sees RNC II's baronial ring, insisting on reciting 6 protective charms before daring to slip it on. Nice. Okay. This. Do I have any eligible boys? Ooh, Sunny, go. It's like, ooh, Sunny, go. I want you to have kids. See, I've left them alone for how long and they have not had any kids. So, yeah. After Nagelman II serenaded Milty II with a goose quill lute and a recitation involving 3 riddles, the maiden agreed to the engagement. Seemed quite thrilled. No dowry disasters. Nice. Let's see. Who else do we have? I would like to get Luata engaged. Let's send Jennifer to that. Could do Lily. I actually want to leave that for Luata when she's done with that. Okay. Oh, Viola II died. Viola IV, you can go. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Viola III brought forth a robust, legitimate girl. Yay! I'm going to have a new name. I'm going to send you to this, and you can go help with that. Nothing happened there. Let's change your name. Let's do... somebody did suggest Ruby, so I'm going to do Ruby. Actually, 2 people suggested Ruby. My liege, after a stunning display of soft smiles and cold, clammy hands, Robert II and Dicia were reluctantly bound in wedlock. But we did get wedlock. So that's something. Right over here. Cool. Glad to hear that. Did nothing happen to the masquerade? Oh, okay, the masquerade's not done yet. Okay, so this one... Ooh, Bina, help with them, please. You're very good at that. Ooh. Let's do it. Okay, how did this go? At the wedding feast of Luca II and Gallerus III, I have another force spilled the goblet. Yes. A purse drop, no vows forgotten. This is a good one. Yay! So, yep. Signs they had a good marriage. How did this go? A display of legendary clemency, Edmund flung a silver platter of Magson, ending the bandit's career with an accidental thud, earning both an ugly facial scar and an even uglier story for the next banquet. I will say one thing. I have not had anyone so far in this household be promiscuous and actually have a bastard yet. What is going on? This is very unusual. I'm actually going to have you help with that. Maybe you'll feel the need to have a kid. Maybe. Let's send you because your wife is already going to it. All right. How did this go? Twins or bust? Furious III's finest hour. At the clang of pots and terrified yelp of the kitchen boy, Ludiva went into labor amidst a chaotic dinner. Furious III, ever the meticulous planner, personally inspected each spoonful of broth, ensuring it was to the midwife's liking. After what seemed like an eternity of grunts, tears, and an unfortunate incident involving a misplaced chicken, Ludiva delivered, but not 1, but 2 healthy daughters, leaving Furious III both exhausted and exceedingly proud. Yay! So we have Ludiva the second, sorry. And now we have a new baby to name. All right, let's do other names. We do have... Let's go with... Let me go with... sorry. Gillian? Jillian. Probably Jillian. Gillian, Jillian. However you pronounce that. I heard babies or something. Did I not? No, I guess I did not hear anything. Well, Robert died. Since how your husband went to the funeral, I do want to see young maiden I could possibly get married. Okay, nothing happened there. We do have Lily to get married. Let me see. Yeah, let's do it. And then who will go with you? I can't even speak. Who going with you? All right, so Nigeliman and Milty are now wed. Yay. Cool. Glad to hear that. Oh, more babies. Let's have you help with that, Sophony. Okay, I wanted to load up a bunch of stuff. Oh. Actually, let's have Veronica, if I can even grab it. And who are you going to have help you with that? Let's have Clotis. And I do have you. He's only 44. Wow. I guess let's have your son. See what this one did during the grand courtship at House Winnisvalder Court. Lulassi II shielded their ward from tumbling chandelier. Nice. After Luata III serenaded Arthur Bert II with an impromptu ballad about goats and inheritance, the bachelor from House Winnisvalder eagerly agreed to an engagement. The court cheered, no doubt relieved to see such enterprising spirit from a guest. Okay, let's have you go to that. A liege with a pirouette so elegant it nearly upstaged the chandelier, Paolo twirled straight into Claviva's heart, sealing their engagement before the final waltz. Meanwhile, Sackhouse Wincester's finest carpets vanished, allegedly repurposed as impromptu dance floor padding. Okay, so how old? 22? That's good. My liege, after an evening of frantic matchmaking, the masked judges paired Pegasa with Oswald II to the chagrin of busybodies everywhere. They are now officially engaged by the masquerade ball's eccentric rules, and now even the cooks gossip about his Winchester. He is 26. Okay. I am happy with that. Let's Ferris to that one, and who to the other? Let's have you go to the other one, and let's see babies. Difficult but successful delivery. Baby boy. So we now have Alvarictus III. Now you have a boy in there. Okay, you need someone to... Let's have you help with that. This funeral, this priest delivered, usually fit for Barno. Okay, so we lost some finest smoked hams. Yeah, let's have you help. I love how, like, they had one kid and they really haven't had any since then. And I'm kind of a little upset about over here where she has not had any more kids. She still can! But they just ain't having kids anymore. I was just wondering what's going on. I'm letting things pile up a little bit, guys. The Sutra's chaotic nocturnal serenade. I don't remember this one. In the shadowy garden of House Winnisvalder, Sonny Winchester serenaded Elmas III with a lute that may or may not have been borrowed from a nearby minstrel. The tuneful racket, barely discernible as music, somehow charmed Emlys III into agreeing to an engagement, perhaps dazzled by the sheer audacity. Meanwhile, a chaperone, Marbalgary, nodded approvingly, believing the cacophonous spectacle had surely impressed their liege lord. Cool. Let's see, who can we... Let's have Lucas help with that, I suppose. How did this one go? While serenading under a chandelier at House Quankheim's lavish gathering, Edmund II narrowly avoided disaster as the crystal fixture plummeted, missing them by a whisker. My diva, perhaps unimpressed by such exploits, found a suitor elsewhere. Darn, I'm sorry. At the House Sapwood Court, while the maids performed dreadful lute serenades, Lily boldly recited tax codes to impress Hugolin II. Apparently charmed by such riveting fiscal knowledge, Hugolin II wisely agreed to the engagement. Yay! How did this baby go? Thunder crashed and nurses flailed about. Aw, perilous, but the baby did not. I'm sorry. I mean, you have 3 babies already. It's not like you're totally... Rosivasi, let's have you go to that. How does the baby over here? Finally expelled the squalling bundle of joy, a healthy, legitimate son. So now we have a Bargary II. What about over here? Delicate flower, but it is Luca III. You also... Let's have you help out with that, because you have 2 kids. You're sick. Let me have you help with that. I need to get him wed somehow. Do we have anybody who could possibly help with that? It's a Vish. And then let's send you to go collect those. Anything else? No. Almost done, guys. Almost. All right. Collected a lot of things. The bizarre consequences of wine and wooing. As the as the evening's goblets clinked and tongues wagged with merry abandon, Veronica Winchester found themselves in a peculiar duel of wits and woo with none other than Syl. Unfortunately, the young Syl, swayed perhaps by the allure of a shinier dowry or the batting eyelashes of a particularly pretty maiden, decided to pledge their troth elsewhere. To compound the misadventure, Veronica later discovered the fruit of their ill-fated wine-soaked tete-a-tete with Syl, who would soon be arriving in 9 months. Wow. Okay, now we have a bastard. I mentioned it and it happened. The house bachelor Syl was utterly unimpressed with Cletis. Okay. She spilled. So Veronica's pregnant. Yay. A purse drop, no vows forgotten. So they did manage to wed. Good, good, good. They're happy. Okay. Babies. I'm gonna have you help with that. How did this go? Yay! Oz Award and Pagasa got wed! Yay! I finally got her wed. How did this go? Oh. Shoot each other simultaneously, rather impressive crossbow duel. And they both died. Oh no. Darn it. Apollo exchanged rings and glum glances, while Milty somehow managed to fatally be nameless. But they're not part of our household, so that didn't affect us very much because, you know. Oh no, Sophronia! She died. Well, we got her back and then we lost her again. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to say to that. Do we have anybody who's a really good match for her? I do want him to. Might as well do that. Baby over here. Let's see if we got it. Oh no, failed. Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. Veronica had a baby. Ooh. Veronica, please do not suck at this. I would send your parents, but your parents are both dead, so. But, Linatha, I'm going to leave that name for now. If anybody wants me to rename it, they can, but I don't know if we'll have enough anymore. Jubilant wedding, Sunny and Emma's exchange vow, blissfully on her way to Calamity. Again with the pigeon dive bombed Athamas. Inebriated servant. Okay, so that turned out well. Lily. Exchanged vows with a single relative. Yay! She got married. Who just died? Who just died? Aw, Lulasi. Let's have Viola go. Okay, do we have any other, like, babies? Nope. Okay. Oh no, Athamas died. Let's have Athamas II go to his father's funeral. Babies. I guess I'll have you do that for now. Wisdom wafting over cold caskets. The priest's droning prayer threatened to lull the mourners to sleep. Eustatta the sixth stood up and with a single glare corrected the priest's muddled recounting of Sophronia III's long and questionably heroic life. Even the Undertaker nodded, impressed by Eustatta the sixth's encyclopedic memory of ancestral scandals. The rest of the guests suddenly sat straighter, pretending to recall their own ancestors with half as much wit. I'm sorry. Well, she didn't manage to have a kid with Eustatta because he died during her pregnancy of Eustatta. Did not turn out well. Okay, so he took his stuff. All right. Cool. So who do we have? Classia? Flower. We were talking about flowers. Let's go with let's go Daisy. That's a flower. You're sick. Let's have your father help you, I suppose. How did this go? Veronica cast a fortune game for it's small talk. Well, she got engaged. Yay. Go Lily. send Lilac to go help go to that wedding. And yes, I know I could probably do this a lot quicker if I just moved a little bit differently. Cletis, you can help with that because you can. Alright. How did that go? Grave illness spread, but she managed to recover. Let somebody sit down. How did this go? Serenaded with charming tale of dragon saving, prompting an engagement. Yay! Let's have Viola go to that. I do need someone to do that, but let's get through that. Athamas discreetly separated turnips. Yep, it's gonna go straight to his son. Yay, healthy, legitimate boy. You guys are definitely giving us plenty of babies now, if you would too. Alastangari? I don't like that name at all. I really don't like that name. All right, so we got some more boys. Let's go with... I saw this name recently. Sati. Okay, so... She's 43. She had 2 kids. I don't know if I want her to have any more. Marble Gory. Oh, I don't actually... Wait. Oh, they must be too closely related. Yep. Okay. So I can't go on that side. Gotta go on this side. Got it. Good to know. Which means she's also too closely related. Oh. So it has to be Goma. Alright. That's fine. Okay. Emlis brought forth a robust, legitimate girl. Good job. And then Cletis passed. She's been sitting there for a while. Let's send... Oh, you guys are not going to have a baby. Which means Esmond's line is going to end. Wow. That sucks. Do you have anybody for this? Okay, there you go. Let's send you to go do that. So it's gonna go possibly to Athamas, but should have someone else just in case. Honestly, I kind of want you, possibly. Oh, I forgot he has others he can take with him. Let's send you with, I guess. Omatine and Veronica triumphantly wed. Yay. I am moving through a little quicker, guys. Don't mind me. Okay, let's have you help with that. Nothing happened at the funeral. There's another one. Let's have you help because you guys are not going to have any more kids. You had 1. And that was it. With all eyes fixed on the gilded dais, Gillian seized Athamas' signet ring and proclaimed their claim so loudly Gaudy Curdy near fainted. By sundown, a fresh count sash draped across Smug's shoulders. And she was just... She was the second option because I was like, oh, let's do it. Goma wowed the gathered nobles. Peculiar courtship gift. Yep, and live chicken always works. Always do the live chicken, guys. It really works. You want that one. It's good. After weeks of coughing up more phlegm. Oh, Alvarictus II. Well, Alvarictus, your namesake is dead. I think, though, your other kids are pretty healthy. Alright, how did that go? Okay, they ran away with some precious silk. Alright, so this one, it's gonna try and go to Athamas, but we do have some other people we could possibly give it to. Now, I know some people were doing the whole, oh, I want all of it on one person. I don't know if I like that. I like spreading things out. Oh, reluctantly bound in wedlock. Aw. Ooh. Viola, the forced toast heard round the realm. When the goblet was thrust into Viola's fourth hand, no one expected them to stand atop the banquet table, serenading the crowd with an ode to Evatinus IV, an Iotzi that included a 32-line comparison between love and fermented turnips. As the final verse rang out, several envoys scribbled furiously, ensuring House Winchester would be discussed, whether with admiration or confusion, for months to come. Okay, so now here's the thing, guys. I could keep going. We only have 9 more years. Or I could make the next video a shorter video and just, go with this one. So I think I'm going to do that because I think it's interesting. Barren by inheritance, ignored by infatuation. As the final trumpet bled, Athamas II Winchester claimed Athamas' vacant title with a document so lengthy it made the master of ceremonies weep. Yet when Athamas II tried to woo Averold Salister with an embroidered glove and a speech about estate drainage, Averold spent the entire evening staring lovingly at the dessert table, not even noticing him. Okay. I could try again. That's too funny. Rose, please help them and come on. You can have another kid. You're 53, but you seem somewhat help with that. Help that. What is this one? Okay, so we got goods, but not as many as we could have. Quietly delivered healthy legitimate boy, so we now have a Apollo the Second. Nice. I'm gonna have you help them with that. Ooh, good goods over there. And Dicia delivered a healthy baby girl. Dicia the Second. All right, guys, I am actually going to leave it there. And the next episode should be the last one. So this will be interesting. Let's see if we can get, I don't know, any further with yeah, he should be able to be married by that point. And then I really wanted her to have another one, but I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I think the Rose line is done at 3rd. Maybe it's a curse. I don't know. Oh, we have another death over here. Let's send you over here. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, please subscribe. It really does help. And let me know any other suggestions. If you have any suggestions for games and whatnot, let me know. I would willingly try out another game if you got one that, you want to see. I am also doing Retro Rewind as well. I'm trying to put that in this because I'm actually enjoying it. And I've added some mods to add a little something to it. I've tested them out before, going into our game, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!